Aquaman 63, Jordan Clark writing with Marco Santucci on the art. This should be a quick conversation. I don't think I have a lot to say on this.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It exists. Yeah. Matt, do you have anything to add to that?
No. It's fine. Wait, what book is this?
Aquaman 63.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Make sure we were talking about Shazam, which I didn't read.
What other book could have gotten that reaction from all of us? Just it's fine.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. It's the end of the two-part fill-in, because obviously we do have Kelly Sue coming back to finish her run, which is like maybe 2 issues after this.
Yeah.
This is just a two-parter, which, because I remember last month I was like, I went to read this all excited for the next issue of Kelly Sue's Aquaman, and was like, oh yeah, it's a fill-in. And in this issue, I'd kind of forgotten again until I started it. I'm like, oh yeah, it's this weird Jackson two-parter that they're doing.
Fill in by the numbers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very by the numbers, and I appreciate what it does for Jackson and his relationship with Manta and his grandpa.
I do like the idea that his AI grandpa is going to be on his side now, and that's something he'll have now going forward.
I think that he was a bit overwritten, the AI Manta.
Sure.
Yeah.
There was a lot of bubbles where up till now I feel like he's not been speaking in paragraphs like he was here.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, a sentence here. It was while he was a replication of the personality, he felt a little bit robotic in the sense of maybe that was just how he spoke, but it felt like
this felt like it was his actual grandpa he was talking to.
Do you know what this felt like? It felt like Jor-El talking in the fortress.
Yeah,
but he was going I know my son. He does.
Yeah.
It really felt like that at times.
Yeah, it's not a bad comparison. Maybe it's interesting. This is a version of a Jor-El character who's not actually that noble or good, but he's kind of maybe in this issue at least coming around and redeeming a little bit, and he's certainly been better than Black Manta is, if nothing else.
No question about that.
It's basically just them fighting the trench and Zebel and Jackson using his powers and getting a motivational speech here or there, and kissing the guy before he leaves, and
it also seems like Zebel stole something from the trench.
Yeah, because the trench wants something back. Yeah.
Yeah, which I did like. I like that they weren't just mindlessly attacking.
That felt like it's like working from Kelly Sue's notes and setting up stuff for the last few issues, because I think that's presumably what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the trench in Atlantis.
Because there's one page at the start where Aquaman and so are fighting like the Horde, and they're like, "Where's Jackson? Oh, I better have a good excuse." And that's all we get of like the main stuff. It's just like a little reminder that this is going on.
Yeah.
In the background. I'll have to admit, I kind of forgot what Black Manta was trying to make Jackson do, because there's a whole thing at the end where he comes back and says, "I'm not doing it, suck it," basically. You don't threaten my mother again. Kind of sticks up, stands up for himself, and it's a good moment for that. But I actually couldn't remember for the life of me what Black Manta was trying to make him do last issue.
So, did I miss that Zebel is now not like an alternate dimension? It's just a different kingdom.
It's been that way for a while.
At least,
yeah.
I have been that way since like the start of the New 52.
Yeah.
Okay. I still have thought that it was like still like it was Bermuda Triangled. Like they had to go through that like it's in an offset pocket reality kind of deal.
I think in the New 52 they played it as it was hidden.
Yeah,
but like hidden like in the sea, and the Atlanteans didn't necessarily know where it was.
I mean, if it's still the case, then all the writers in the last 10 years have basically just not addressed the fact that they have to like find it whenever they go there.
It was just always in the back of my mind. That's how it was.
Pretty consistent with how it's been for a while. That's definitely not something I would complain about.
It wasn't a problem outside of, you would think Manta would know where all these different kingdoms are.
Yeah, I did kind of like Jackson going to his mum and saying, "Hey, look, I was in Zebel," and she's not been there in years, obviously, and it's kind of an emotional moment for them. I enjoyed that moment well enough. For the most part, though, this was kind of just like it has that kind of filler, like it's a bit of a chore to get through because it's not really what you're enjoying about the run, so you're just kind of getting through it because I might as well read it.
And I like that her dad was like the poet laureate of Zebel, and there's a statue to him. So I did like that he got to see that, and it's Jackson being able to explore both sides of his heritage, which that was really cool. And with a trench attack in there, him trying to be a hero. So I do like Jackson a lot as a character. I'm glad we're getting some stuff with him.
Yeah,
But yeah, it is kind of just ultimately just like this is a side quest, you know. And you're just like, oh, okay.
He's one of those characters where I don't feel like we've seen his full potential yet because we've not had a writer been given like a run or at least a mini to really explore and sort of
I think
dive
a
in.
mini is really what he needs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also like the idea that him being aquakinetic is like it's a gift, almost like he's a mutant for X-Men. That it's not like all Zebel, because you know I had made the assumption like him and Mara both have Zebel heritage, so that's part of their thing. But no, they're both just like special.
Yeah,
I
like
get the
them
impression
making a
maybe
big
it's like
deal out of it.
Zebel nobility, maybe like the upper classes.
And he also has electrokinesis, which you know I'd forgotten about, but it's actually kind of a handy thing to mix with water because you can
Shit.
It travels.
You can electrocute people with it. This is actually really. I mean, obviously that's obvious with electrokinesis, but I mean, he can literally electrify watery swords and shit like that. Like it's,
Yeah.
you know.
It's a very conductive medium.
Yes.
Yeah, which they always point out that you know Magneto as being the master of magnetism, because of what magnetism sets up with electricity, he should also be able to do electrical things. So I kind of like that idea that they go one with the other. Same would go with Electro, that if he's the master of electricity, he should be able to do magnetic stuff. So, but no, this fits in well.
Yeah. It was fine. What are you giving it, Matt?
I'll give it a 6.5.
Connor?
Even 6 from me.
Yeah, I'll give it a 6 as well. That's fine. It's, you know, that's what it
Might
is.
be one of the quickest discussions we've ever had. On
Yeah,
it.
honestly, as I was reading them, I'm
Deep dive on action.
well, I mean, because honestly, most of the issue is just them running from the trench and that's it,
Yeah,
and fighting the trench.
Santucci does a fine job.
Yeah, they are so right. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing special, but it's solid.